Just random, unplanned, as usual. I didn't know if I would be able to stream because I haven't tested this area for cell signal, but right here, it's pretty good, but I have no idea what will happen when I move around. Guess I'll get a photo here. It's kind of cool looking with that big tree. So this isn't actually where I was trying to get to either. I thought the snow would be completely gone by now. Apparently not. There's some significant patches on some of the roads still, which kind of surprises me quite a bit. Anyway, I actually got stuck a little bit. It wasn't hopelessly stuck like that last time, but I had to dig myself out again. And then I walked down the road where I got stuck. I got through the little patch that I was stuck in by kind of going out into the bushes a little bit near the road. But I walked down the road further and saw that there was even worse patches of snow. So rather than trying to get through, I know I couldn't have gotten through. So I just decided to park close to where I got stuck in. There's a volcano, butte, whatever, to climb here that I've done before. So it's nothing new, but I couldn't get to where I wanted to go. I could hike like really far, like a few miles along the road to maybe get somewhere, but I would be hiking in deep snow and it just doesn't sound like much fun to me. Whoa. I was not paying attention. Just got caught in a tree. I also discovered that I did not put my wireless camera back in its little charging box, and so I wasn't sure if I'd be able to use it, but thankfully I think you can charge it while using it, the way it works, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna walk over here along the edge of this because I know there's a view over here. I actually don't remember what it's like at the top of this thing, but I do remember catching this view over here last time. I don't know if I'll bother to do like all the shorts and stuff. I might try to do one, but I'm using my main phone for the streaming camera today. Let's see, it's a little bit steep, so I don't want to go over too far, but if I get in front of these couple trees, then I should be able to see them over there. Probably be easier if I just go down a little bit. Walking on the slant on the slope is kind of annoying because you never know when these rocks are going to crumble. Alright, that's good enough. So there's the mountain over there. or another mountain. I'm on a mountain as well, but let's see. I have to compensate for the exposure, otherwise the mountain is always bled out. It's annoying. All right, I think it gets really, looks like it gets really steep over on that side. I've never, well, I don't think I climbed up that edge over there, like going up that way. I'm gonna stay over here just because I think it's a little bit more predictable. I don't know, it's possible I went over that way. When I saw the mountain, I might have gone over there to get a view and then stayed over there. I don't remember what I did last time. But this time I'm gonna stay this way just because I don't really know what to expect over there. There's another butte right in front of the mountain over there. I think I know which one that is, and I think I've been there too. So it's gonna help if I do sort of switchbacks, but I think if I come back to where I was before I came over here for the view, it's a little better. I'm actually kind of surprised there's a signal here because I'm sort of blocked in on every side, so I don't know where I'd be catching anything. Let's see, I was going to come over here, but now I'm seeing a bunch of bushes up there at the top that I'll have to deal with. So maybe I'll come over here, but then I'll sort of slant off back to my left. Ooh, this is pretty hard to walk on. Let's see if I can get above that log. I can use that to my advantage. To use every little trick in the book. Actually, it's a decent route through there. There's another, something like a butte over there. I don't know. Not sure if I know what that one is. I get kind of turned around once I get out here. And then right behind me there's a giant thing. That's weird. I would think if I get up higher, but it's dying. Ah, it's so annoying. I hate that. Why? Sense. Okay. So the signal is worse as I'm getting up higher, which is unusual. So I wonder if the cell tower is to my left, because it was better when I was over there, I think. It's so random. like it'll just be kind of janky for a while. I don't know if it'll be any better at the top or not. That's usually what I expect, is that the higher I go, the better the signal is. Not this time. Oh, I see. Bell tower. Looks kind of small. Probably not. That's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna head over this way just because there's pine needles to stabilize these rocks, perhaps. I was actually hoping to do a bunch of hiking on Sunday, and I just had no energy and slept in. Yeah, these pine needles help a lot. Whoa. Yeah, I think it's getting better as I go over here, so there must be a cell tower over on this side, which I guess that's a good reason to go this way. I think there's bushes over there if I go too far, though. So probably right about here is maybe the last clean path up before the bushes start. There's often clearings through the bushes when you get up close to them, but when I know there's a clearing somewhere, I'm just gonna take it. Because this looks pretty good here. Oh, it's funny. I noticed on one of my last hikes, I was talking about how shredded my shoes were. And it's funny, I think it's because I was wearing my old shoes that day. I randomly, accidentally picked up my old shoes. While that climbing type stuff on the sharp rocks definitely is not good for the shoes, it was amplified visually because I was wearing my ancient shoes that were already messed up. So today I got my newest ones. I still do go through shoes pretty fast, although not as fast as I used to because I haven't been hiking quite as much as I used to. Alright, see a good path. There's several good paths, but I'm gonna go this one over here. Hey Joe, thanks for the diamond. It was never necessary, but I appreciate it. I am enjoying the hike so far. It's not the hike I was planning, but it's nice to get out anyway. It's funny, it's so nice and warm up here, but down there, you probably can't really see it, but you can see maybe a little bit of snow down there, and the road is pretty much covered with snow, which is mystifying to me. I've experienced that numerous times this year. I'm sure I've noticed it in the past too, but more so this year, where I can get places except for the roads. Like I can hike once I'm off the road, but I can't get to some destinations because the roads to the destinations are completely covered in like 2 feet or more of snow. It's good to do a workout, yeah, always. It's a workout in every sense. It's good for my body, spirit, and soul to be out here. Been dealing with kind of stressful situation at home. The septic tank is all full, so we have to get it serviced, and it's just been kind of annoying. I dug out a giant hole for that just to save money, so the service now, well, it's already hit the fan, I think. That's why we're dealing with it. My parents and I mostly grew up in the city. My mom grew up in a small town, but she didn't have to deal with this kind of stuff really. My dad and myself grew up in the city and just, used to everything kind of working, and so it's kind of new coming out here where you have to deal with these kind of realities yourself. I've done a lot of random odd jobs since coming out here, and I've been coming out here since I was a kid, so it's not really that new. And usually, more often than not, I'm the one that ends up dealing with some weird issue while I'm here, because I come out here more often than anybody else. So I've done plumbing, I've fixed windows, I've done repairs of various kinds. So it's kind of cool to learn some of that stuff, I guess. knew all that stuff already and didn't have to go through the growing pains. Alright, signal is kind of dying here. Let's see if I can get up a little higher. Hopefully it'll clear up again. Almost to the ridge. Your attention to detail will come in handy with maintenance. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The problem is the hard work involved. I have a really bad back and other health issues, so I should be physically fit to do it, but it's kind of a challenge. But I can manage. As long as I can do it on my own timetable and take it kind of slow, I can usually make my way through most things. The stressful part has been just like not knowing what they're gonna say. Like, they'll drain the tank, of course, but then they might find that it needs repair or replacement, or who knows. Like, just hoping for the best, but kind of expecting it won't go super smooth just because it's so ancient. But we'll see. It's kind of like one thing after another all the time with my life, so it's just another thing to throw on a pile. Like going to the doctor, yeah, pretty much. Dentist, all that. You think, oh, I just have a toothache, and then you go in and they say, like, you need 7 crowns. That'll be $15,000. Yeah. Never know what they're gonna dig up, yeah. Oh well, just have to deal with it. It's not like, I mean, I kind of take it on. It's generally my parents have to pay for it and stuff, but that's stressful to me because, you know, just I'm part of their family too, and we're kind of in a situation together, and I don't know, it's just stressful. It's been stressful for some years now. I'm hoping to get to a point where I can contribute financially to all these kind of things that come up, because it just feels like my entire existence is a drain on everybody else, which I hate. But that's not why I came up here to talk about that crap. So, but it is part of reality. Almost to the ridge. Then it should be a lot easier, and hopefully the signal will stabilize up there as well. There's a volcano crater up here, and I don't know how much of it I'll circumnavigate. It's not a perfect cone, it's more of a crescent shape, so I would have to go down on either side. Yeah, I know, but it's a difficult reality to be a burden to other people. Wow, look at the pine cones hanging off that tree. That's funny. Not sure I've ever seen that before. I wonder if I can zoom in on that without messing things up. It's like a Christmas tree. Got ornaments. And the encouraging words. Someday I'd like to climb that mountain there. I don't think I could get up there without hiking like 7 or 10 miles just to get there. And I'd be in very deep snow. Once I got up to it though, I could probably get up the side of it, but yeah, that'll be stuff like that. I have to wait till kind of the peak of summer. Once all the snow is gone, I can do some of those other mountains, including the one I was trying to get to today. Pesky roads. Or pesky snow on the roads, I should say. All right. Up on the ridge now. I don't know if... I guess this is the ring. I guess it's not a ring, but this is part of the rim. The croissant. Last time I was here, there was, I think, even more snow than this time. I must have come around a similar time of year, or maybe even earlier, which is weird because I don't know how I could have got here if there was even more snow, but I think there was more snow on the volcano, but not necessarily on the roads. So I have to strategize which way I'm going to go now that I'm up here. I think I'll go up to the highest point in the ridge, which looks like is over this way. I don't know how much exploring I'm going to do down inside the crater, which is down here. I'd like to go around there because I remember there's some cool rocks, like lava on the side of the crater. I've never actually walked all the way around the rim because it goes, like I said, it goes way down to the forest floor on the two ends. And just don't feel super motivated to go down and then have to come back up. Someday I should do it though. I like to traverse every rim and ridge and stuff if I can. Got some big pine cones here. Must be sugar pines. See a rock up here. This might be the highest point or near it. There's another side over there. I can just barely see it through the trees. It's also high. I didn't remember that. Actually, I don't even know if that's the same butte. It probably is, but it makes this thing look pretty big if the other side of the rim is that far away. I was thinking it kind of shallow or gradually cut down to the forest floor, but I guess it stays up high at least till over there and then cuts down. So I'll probably at least go over to that point, assuming that this is all one ridge. I don't actually know for sure. Can't remember. Alright, mark this spot. Got a little rock stand on. There's almost a secondary ridge over here that's kind of on the very edge of the outside. Almost looks like a very long time ago there could have been sort of a road coming up the side of this thing, because there's sort of a shallow point on the ridge, I guess. Like the ruts of a car. Man, I've been drawing a lot lately, and I might eventually draw on stream a little bit. Very doodly, sketchy things, but I don't know, I go up and down with my confidence of being able to draw the things I see. I went into town today for lunch and tried to draw a couple things, and I just couldn't get the shapes right. I don't care too much about the quality of my drawings. It's more about just trying to do it again, get back into it. But when I actually put an effort into it and it doesn't turn out right, it's really annoying. Something like this would be cool to draw, but it'd be very challenging to get those shapes anything accurate at all. I find it's a little bit easier with primitive geometric shapes like buildings or cars or things like that. But even I was drawing a car today and it was pretty bad. Yeah, natural stuff is a little challenging. The weird shapes. Oh, nice. Got a clearing here. So you can just barely see some of the rocks down there, which is the lower part of the crescent shape of this volcano on the other side of the rim down there. That's what that is. Which I might go there today, I might not, I don't know. I need like a generic stream title. Part of the burden with setting up these streams for 12 to 14 platforms is changing the stream title and the category and all that junk for all those platforms before I get started. There's no magical do it in one place and have it update everything, unfortunately. So I have to log into every website and change all that junk. That's the main reason I don't stream to YouTube and Odyssey when I'm out here, because it takes a really long time to get that stuff set up for those platforms in particular. Rumble used to be the worst also, but they added a static stream key feature some time ago, and I hadn't really tried it, and I wasn't sure if it would be a good idea for me, but it does make it easier. I don't even have to like set up the stream. I can just like push go live, and that's what it should be on every platform. But YouTube and Odyssey are a pain in the butt. This is a nice spot. That would make a cool drawing as well if I was good at drawing. so many places to explore someday. I've explored some of those, but definitely not all of them. I suppose if I don't spend too much time up here, I could go somewhere else, but I did get a kind of a late start, but not quite as late as I have been. I'm kind of moseying along though. Looks like we're gonna have to deal with bushes. I do want to try to get over to that far ridge if I can. So maybe I'll cut. Sometimes you can cut below the bushes. They're like right on the top and you can just sneak around them. But if I have to go down too far, then it's not ideal. I have that song stuck in my head. I can't remember what the words are. I probably heard it at a restaurant or something. I don't know. Eleanor, I think. Eleanor. Do 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 do. You're my pride and joy, etc. I think it has that word in it. It's funny, etc. Anyway, I don't know that song very well, but I know the melody. Have it stuck in my head. Alright, back on the ridge. Probably be bushes on and off. There's a nice break. Little view I can mark. Wow, look at that tree. It's got a hair growth problem. It's like Wolfman or something. What's that Michael J. Fox movie? I can't remember. Anyway, reminds me of that guy. So weird. I wonder what causes that. It's like got a million branches. Can't tell if it might be dead. It doesn't really have any needles on it. Very weird. So I think I might try to talk a little bit less than I usually do. Something I've been thinking about for years, really. I've thought about doing completely silent streams. And I only talk if like somebody's in chat, but I sort of have gotten into this habit of just trying to keep the conversation going, saying something. Because I feel like you're supposed to do that as a streamer, but it's kind of tedious. Plus, it could be relaxing for someone to watch. Just a mostly silent hike, I guess. I don't have a whole lot of intelligent information to convey. Let's see, I think I could go this way. Yeah, I think I will go this way. There's another path that I could avoid this tree altogether, but it's not that bad. So I haven't seen any mosquitoes yet, like that last hike where there was massive. So it might have been localized, but I'm sure they're coming everywhere soon. And I did spray myself before I started, so that might be helping a bit. I forgot I had some aerosol stuff already. I was going to order some online, and then I remembered I had a couple cans left over from last year when I bought them. There was this one year that I went to some store, I don't know, it was one of the sports stores. I think it might have been Dick's Sporting Goods. And they were getting rid of all their seasonal stuff, and I got like a bunch of cans or bottles, cans, whatever, of pretty good Picardin repellent. I think it was like 75 cents each or something. It was crazy. So I bought a bunch of them, and those lasted me for several years. I actually still have some of that, but I don't know if it ever expires. Like, loses its effectiveness or whatever. I guess I'll mark this view as well. Actually, I have a view on both sides. This is awesome. Got one there, and I got one over this way too. Let's see. Spot. Focus. That should be a pretty good shot. Nice framing. Yeah, this whole area is pretty wide open. You can see various directions. This would be a good hangout spot right here. Just to sit, and I could even draw stuff out here, but I usually just want to keep moving and see new places and stuff, so I don't do a lot of sitting around. That's kind of cool looking with all the scraggly trees over there. It's really stupid. Probably on YouTube. And once I upload it, it'll get claimed for me just humming like a few pieces of that song. It's really stupid. YouTube is such a pain. I kind of thought that they weren't claiming the video game music. Most of the time they don't, but hadn't really looked at YouTube Studio for a while. I think that's kind of changed. Enough so that I probably won't have video game music on my stream so much, just because it's so annoying. I could just not stream to YouTube. It's kind of the only platform that does that, but it's really irritating. So there's the other side of the volcano rim that I was on just a while ago. And I'm probably pretty close to that point that I was looking at from over there. Guess I should mark this as a view also. There's a million views, so you could like walk all around and just find different angles here. I don't know if this is just gonna like drop off at the end or go into a gradual slope. I guess I didn't pay super close attention to the contour map before I came up, so I don't really know. Looks like it's starting to go down over this way. That's looking down into the crater below with the other ridge on the other side. This is a very nice spot. It looks like it's gonna be, well, not super clear because there's this big bunch of trees, but it's generally, you can take a few steps any direction and get a nice view. It almost looks like people have come up this way, unless this is could be an animal type trail. It's pretty stinking steep. I don't think I would choose to go that way. My guess is that's an animal trail. This is yet another one of those mountains that I think very few people explore, which can be said of almost all the places that I go. I go places that most people don't go. Not to say that nobody comes up here. I'm sure somebody knows about it, but I never see anybody out here in these places when I'm out. Yeah, so it looks like it starts dropping here pretty steeply. I don't know if I feel like going down there today. I would like to do it someday, but I don't feel motivated. There's no real reward other than, there could be something cool, but I'm sure it's cooler up here. The main reward is just for completionist purposes. I like to walk around every rim, but I don't think there will be any major payoff. Just the adventure itself is the payoff. But the most interesting part is up here on the high area. Presumably, there have been cases where the slope has some pretty amazing spots. But I don't think I'm going to do that. It's actually quite steep. That would be quite a slog down. What am I going to do though? I don't know. I'll probably end up going back generally the same way I came, except I might try this path here. It goes down a little bit further than where I was. Might get me slightly more open views. But I generally have to go back the same way because I parked down on the side of this thing. Whoa. So I need to get back to where I parked. Crazy steep on the side of this. Probably doesn't communicate well on the stream. I don't know if I'll do a short on this one. I'd have to probably end the stream unless I use my other camera. My other phone. If I see a spot that really is outstanding, I might do a quick short. Been liking those just because more people see them on YouTube anyway. Nobody watches them on TikTok, of course. I guess here would be an okay spot to do a quick short. Not really as happy with the colors and stuff on this other camera, but I can't really switch cameras while I'm streaming. Okay, I need a flat spot to put this down for a second. There's really no flat spots, I kind of have to make one. Guess I could make it over here where you can see something. Alright, so I'm just gonna record a quick short and then I'll head on my way. Hey, PhLo here. I'm up on another volcano rim today. Kind of an unplanned last minute hike. But got stuck on the road in the snow again, but was able to get out and enjoy the climb up to this volcano rim. Here's part of the view on the side of the volcano looking out. There's a bit of a view here. There's a view on the other side as well. But gotta pick somewhere to shoot. So yeah, fun times. Man, I hate shorts. I hate shorts. Mine are always very unscripted, so I can never think of what to say. It's more just to have something to put on my channel is really what it's about. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. Ugh. It's kind of, I like how it looks on there when you go to my shorts panel with the all the natural photos of or still shots from the videos. It looks cool. I'd like to have just a ton of those. Alright, so I'm gonna head back more or less. I'll just maybe try skirting the side, like I mentioned, a little bit farther down. Although probably shouldn't go too far because it would just make it needlessly more difficult. So we'll just stay up close to the top, I guess. It's really steep, so if I head down too far, I'm gonna be like sliding down the side, which is not ideal. I guess I could just end the stream too, since I'll be going back same way I came. It's not really going to be anything exciting and new. Although I was considering going down on that other side of the ridge a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, for that reason, I'll just stay on the ridge, and once I get over there, we'll make a decision. There's another butte volcano on the way back. The way I came on that road that had the snow on it. Might do that one on the way. We'll see. I'd like to go up that mountain sometime. I'm guessing if there's issues with snow here, there definitely would be up there. It's basically no snow on the here, but like down on the roads. So, and I would have to drive up that at least partially, otherwise it would be a super long hike. always forget to get a drink. I got it sitting in my pack here. Okay, so I need to at some point look at the map. I am going to try to go over to that ridge so I can make a decision about that first, but I want to make sure I get back down the most efficient path. This is probably one of my favorite spots right here. It's just the trees are cool and you can see out both directions pretty well. That end of the ridge that I was just at was pretty nice as well. But I like this angle right here is nice. There's a good opening of ground. I could just set up a chair. Of course I never do that. Not these days. I haven't been. I used to do that more often. I guess that was largely when I was doing the Bible reading stuff. I feel like that's on a permanent hiatus. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I wanted to get the app done and I just got super distracted with that. Got a little over my head. Alright, so this is, I think, pretty close to where I came up. So I'm going to head over around the croissant. See if I want to go down to the other side. Probably go for a while until I see some kind of obstacle or crossroads where there's a decision I have to make. I'll just mosey over this way, see what comes in front of me. Come what may. Be kind of cool to get over to those rocks. It's not that far, as long as there's no major obstacles. I think that's about where I went last time. guess I could just call these streams Hiking with PhLo or something like that. I just need some generic name I can have saved in the interface so I don't have to like change it every time. Kind of a open looking spot over here. I think I'm already past where I was, where I came up, but I could have been over here earlier, I don't remember. Signal is a little bit weak around here. Alright, this should give me a view of those rocks. Actually, I'm almost on them. I'll get a marker on this first one. It's a nice view as well. I mark the view over here on the rock. Actually, this whole area is rocky. And there's a significant drop off on the edge of these, so I have to be careful not to get too close. I can get close as long as there's stable rocks, but if there's crumbly stuff, then I gotta be careful. Alright. So yeah, this is kind of similar to what I remember last time, but I think there was even more snow down there. So I don't know if you can see, but it might go to that little shaded rock right about there. Might not even go that far, but somewhere around there looks like a good destination. I don't know if there'd be any like reason to go down in the crater someday just to see what it looks like. Generally, I don't find it that interesting to be inside the craters unless there's like a massive wall that I can look up at or something that looks cool, but generally it's more interesting to be up on the rim. And I've mentioned that a bunch of times, but that's just my opinion. Pretty nice view. Looks like animals or something came down this way too. Up or down. Actually, that could just be there's a tree that fell down there. It looks like maybe that used to be way up here and slid all the way down, making that what looks to be a path. That would be my guess. So somewhere up there is where I was when I went around that end of it. And so I just came around the rim of the volcano until I got over to this side. That's a cool rock there. I'm not sure I would want to stand on that. Looks like that could break off, possibly. Yeah, I don't know if I would chance that, but I'll maybe go over by that tree over there. That glow on the pine needles is cool. I'll probably have a massive lens flare when I take a picture, but try it. Alright, I'm gonna at least go over to this next bunch of rocks by the tree I pointed at, and then I don't know what's coming after that, if there's more rocks to look at, or if that's a good turnaround spot. I'm surprised I haven't seen any heart rocks today. Kind of been looking a little bit. I'll mark this rock here. Might run out of time going so slow. Might not be able to go to the second place, but I don't even know what time it is. Alright, here's those trees I was looking at. That these trees will fall over someday. Wouldn't take too much cave-in for them to lose their roots. Alright, not sure how much further I'm gonna go. Let's get around this tree so I can see what's left ahead of me. I'm sure I could go all the way down, but I don't really feel like doing that because I'll just have to come back up again. Probably end the stream once I get to however far I'm gonna go, and then maybe do another short here. Not sure if that previous one will turn out. This seems like a good turnaround spot. I think that possibly that rock down there was the one I was looking at from above, seeing it as the final rock to look at or to go for, but I don't think I'll go down there. I'll just end it here probably. It's definitely a drop off on these rocks. I would not stand on those. Those would fall 100% guaranteed. Especially like that one. If I stood there, it would probably cause a mini landslide. This is almost a heart rock here. Can't tell if there's a underneath it or not. I bet it's probably bigger than what it looks like. Yeah, I think it's connected underneath. You can see how steep the edge of this thing is though. I wouldn't enjoy hiking down the side of that too much. I've done things like that before, but it's not my favorite. So yeah, I think I'll end the stream here. It's one of those scenarios where I wish I had cars parked in multiple places. It'd be fun to go out with somebody else with 2 cars, but then you're not carpooling and saving on gas. But there's times when you sort of want to go up one way and down another way, and but if I could go down this way and then like circle back around some road or just bushwhack through the forest, but it seems unnecessary. Doesn't feel like the right day for that. Someday perhaps. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here and I'll get a quick short and then I'll be on my way. And I don't know if I'll do the second hike or not. I haven't even looked at the time to know how much I have left before it gets dark. I'll make a decision on my way back. And if so, I might do a second live stream if there's a signal. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Thanks for joining me. A lot of streamers do like mostly selfie, like they would be holding out their selfie stick and doing this kind of thing, but I don't know, I'd rather show where I'm at, and then I can do a quick selfie at the end if it makes sense. But anyway, we'll catch you next time.